So we have this problem in our notes on 2006 question 2, and it gives us a table of information here that we're going to look at and try to figure out just the questions that they're asking. And when we see a table like this, we want to look at it and kind of figure out, okay, this is the quantity being produced here, this is our total cost being produced that we're incurring over here. And when we look at this, we know that questions like this are going to be talking about cost curves and our marginal costs and our marginal revenue, and keeping in mind that we always want to produce as a perfect, or any industry, we want to really produce where our marginal costs are equaling our marginal revenue. So I think the first thing that I like to tell the students, you guys, to do is for our marginal costs here at each level, going from 0 to 1, our marginal costs here are going to increase with that next unit of production by 7. Then it's going to increase by 11 when we produce 2. When we have an output of 3, that's going to increase up to $15 for that marginal cost. The 4th unit is going to incur a marginal cost of 19. The 5th unit is going to incur a marginal cost of 23. And that 6th unit is going to incur a marginal cost of, the first question says, what is the dollar value of the firm's total cost? All right, well, the dollar value of the firm's total fixed cost. The firm's total fixed cost, well, when you see that question, keep in mind we're always going to go back to that 0 level output. And at this 0 level output, we're incurring a cost of $20. So that, since we're not hiring anyone or really turn on the electricity, that must be our fixed cost there of 20 bucks. So 2A would be $20, would be our total fixed cost. 2B says calculate the marginal cost of producing the first unit of output. Well, we figured that out already. When we go from 0 to 1, that marginal cost, that first unit, is going to cost us $7. Okay? And then it says if the price the firm receives for its product is $20, indicate the firm's profit maximizing quantity of output and explain how you determine your answer. Well, we're going to explain the profit maximizing quantity of output by making sure that our marginal costs equal our marginal revenue here. All right, and at $20, if that's the price that we're getting here, let's see, the price is $20. We want to make sure that our marginal costs don't go over that at the production level that we're looking at. So will we produce 1? Yeah, we're going to sell it for $20. It's going to only cost us $7 to produce. Are we going to sell it if we produce 2 of them? Yeah, the next additional cost is $11. We can get 20. Definitely. My next additional cost for the 3rd unit being produced is 15. I'm going to sell it for 20. I'm making money. My next additional cost for producing 4 is 19. I'm going to get 20 bucks for it. Definitely. All of a sudden I get the level 5 here, where my next additional cost to produce the 5th unit is 23. I'm only getting $20 for it. I'm not going to produce at that level. So I produce 4 units. All right. Reason being is because at this point is where my marginal revenue is greater than my marginal cost, and at level 5 output, all right, my marginal revenue is less than my marginal cost. I'm not going to produce there. D says, give any results in part C, explain what will happen to the number of firms in the industry in the long run. Well, I'll give you a little bit of explanation here on this one, even though it doesn't ask for it. I think they scored at 2 points. First, indicating that firms will increase because, and you want to put this in there, because they will see profits to be made. All right, and that's why they're going to jump into that market. E says, assume that this firm operates in a constant cost industry and has reached long-run equilibrium. If the government imposes a per unit tax of $2, indicate what will happen to the firm's profit maximizing output in the long run. Well, in the long run, with constant costs, what we're looking at here is a lot of lot of kids would think that, well, our marginal costs are going to go up because of a variable cost going up, this per unit tax being added to it. And every time I sell something, my costs are going to go up because I have this tax associated with this item that I'm producing. Don't get caught up in that thought, all right? Keep understanding here that with your marginal cost and your marginal revenue, demand curve, average revenue, and price, when we're looking at a firm here, when we have a change in variable cost, that does not affect the marginal cost, and it's not going to affect my marginal revenue at all. Remember, that's set by the industry. With the addition of this per unit tax on our item, the marginal cost will not change, and our price is not going to change either. Our total overall costs will go up, but that won't adjust our marginal cost, so you got to keep that in mind as well. So it's asking what's going to happen to the firm's profit output, profit maximizing output in the long run. Well, there's no change to output. All right, and that's that. See you later.